Welcome to Senior Moments. My name is Vickie Carraher. I am the soon ending one of the senior service coordinators. It has been my privilege to work with the City of Kettering for the last 15 years as the senior service coordinator, but all good things must come to an end. I have some very exciting new things going on in my life, and we'll be leaving the city. April 14th will be my last day with the city, and I am turning the reins over to someone who is well qualified and could not do any better. If I could pick off a tree of amazing employees, she will be awesome. She is my guest today. I'd like you all to welcome Natalie Storms.
Well, thank you, Vickie, for having me today. I'm very, very excited for this new journey and opportunity.
As am I. It's kind of surreal that this is my last show as well. So, and you will be continuing the Senior Moment show, which I'm so excited about. So kind of got lots of transitions that'll be going on. Many people may have read in the newspaper, there's some changes that are going to be happening with the Kettering Connection, some changes with the senior service coordinator position. So tell me a little bit about yourself so the viewers can kind of get to know you and the kinds of things that you've done in the past.
Okay. So I've lived in Kettering for over 15 years. I've been down in the Miami Valley for 23 years now. My husband was born and raised in Centerville, and his grandparents are from Kettering. So I met my husband through the Air Force Reserves. So that's how I moved to the area. We have 3 grown, beautiful daughters that we raised here. 2 of them graduated from Fairmont. So we are, I'm a resident of Kettering. So I'm one of,
One of the
gang here in Kettering. I've worked community service field position for 20, I'm getting older. It's sneaking up on me, Vickie. 20 years. I've known you for over 10 already, and it's kind of surreal that this is all happening. So I started community corrections, worked with the criminal justice system, and then I just progressed. My niche is older adults. It's been my passion. I can't even go to the grocery store without someone striking up a conversation with me. So I'm excited to help the residents at Kettering. I worked with Senior Resource Connection for 8.5 years. So I did,
which is where I came from before.
I was going to say, a small world. We've run in the same circles. I'm just kind of following you, it seems like. I worked there for 8.5 years, and I did in-home case management. So I've been in the field. That's nothing new for me. And then I was a director for a while, and then I worked with some nonprofit housing with St. Mary's Development and was a resident service coordinator, project manager there. So working with individuals of all ages I'm used to also. I have a background in community health worker. I also have a case management certification, handling Medicare and Medicaid. I can work in any kind of genre, nursing homes, hospitals. So I'm hoping to bring those expertise to the new position. I'm also 16 years I did in the Air Force Reserves, so I have that veteran status. I'm pretty familiar with the VA.
That is something that I did not have. My father was a veteran, and I kind of knew the system through that, but I was never a veteran myself. So a lot of our veterans, you'll be very familiar with what they go through, and we'll be able to help veterans' families as well.
Oh, yeah. My husband's grandfather was a World War II veteran. He also was one of the first volunteers at the Air Force Museum. So I'm very active with the Air Force and the Wright-Patterson. My husband's still out there at the Air Force Base. So I love working with that population. So I understand the terminology and where we need to go and what we need to do. But I'm not afraid of challenges either, so I'm looking forward to dealing with all types of individuals and situations.
One of the things that is going to change is the Kettering Connection will be leaving Town and Country Shopping Center and be relocating to the Government Center. Your office will be there. So things will be a little different and where you will find the service coordinator. But you will be in the South Building, which is where, for those of you who don't know, the Government Center has two buildings, the North and the South Building. The South Building is where the Mayor's Office, City Council, Planning and Development, Engineering, they're all in that area. So you'll be near the Planning and Development Department.
Yes.
So you'll have lots of new folks around. One of the things that happened in the last 2 years since I've been with the city is that we have expanded services. As a senior service coordinator, I was doing a lot of things with school-age children, and so we hired someone, or the city schools hired someone, and the city participates with her, and she's a social worker working within the schools for our school-age children. Then Nicole, who is excellent, has been on the show before. Nicole works with the police department. So you all are going to be in a closer proximity to each other and going to be able to work where being at the Kettering Connection kind of hindered me from being able to communicate with some of the people all of the time. So that's a very positive change. But you'll just find her. We're not exactly sure what day in May the Kettering Connection will be leaving Town and Country, but we're still, and throughout the show we will say everything is changing or is staying the same except the face. Yes. You'll have a new person. Like you said, we've known each other forever.
It's 10 years. It's been 10 years.
It's like I can't even, I was thinking the other day, I'm like, I don't remember ever officially meeting you. You kind of got into the circle of senior services, and so I've known you for a long time. And when this position came available, I was like, yeah, she would be awesome. So I'm so glad that you're going to be taking that over. But again, face will change. Services will all be the same.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
So give us a little bit of information about what you might be seeing in the future for the position. I know the city has some new initiatives that you're going to be working on. So give the individuals a little bit of information on that.
So, of course, COVID prevention and working on those, because COVID's not going to go away. I mean, we're going to always have those waves, and we're going to probably hit another wave between Easter, Mother's Day, Memorial Day, the summer season. So everybody's, need to be prepared.
So get out and get your vaccine or your booster before those events.
Yeah, and just be cautious, and most doctors' offices still require masks, hand sanitize. I even do it at work. I've been working with the city of Kettering with the Stay Put program in the housing. So, I'm dealing with the public, and I have my bottle of hand sanitizer. And when I go to the doctor's office, I put a mask on. Or if I'm not feeling well at work, we still need to be, cautious and protect ourselves. So that initiative, I want to do some, get some educations out to individuals. Like you said, get your boosters, get your shots. So I do want to keep everyone updated on the CDC and what's going on. Also, I'm going to get back in with Officer Drayton in the Safe Senior program. I already spoke with him. So there's a lot of programs. We just want to remind individuals those are out there. Let's get involved. I want to get out there and want to hear what people want. What are people needing? There's tons of new senior buildings being built in the city of Kettering, and we want to develop maybe some focus groups, maybe some little councils to get everybody's opinions and views. We want to be inclusive and age-friendly and start progressing and keeping that forward movement of Kettering. Yeah.
So I know that we're doing some things with the Dayton Foundation, and MVRPC, the AARP Livable Cities. You'll be hearing about that a lot. It is an awesome initiative to make our cities more senior friendly, more just friendly for everybody. We don't, we want our city to be livable for people with disabilities, for seniors, but we also want it to be livable for children and have safe spaces for kids and families. So you'll be hearing a lot about that in the next couple years. That's a very long process, but you'll be participating in that as well, I believe.
Yes, yes. And then also, Vickie, the big senior day that you've been doing, and it's coming in May. So I'm going to be there also. I'm very excited.
Senior Day is back. For those of you seniors, we always had Senior Day in Montgomery County the Friday before Memorial Day. I did it for at least 27 years. It's been done even like 30 years. And so individuals, we are bringing that back. I'm so excited. I'm glad you reminded me of that, because it is something that our seniors have always liked to participate in. We will be again at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds. You'll be getting more information. You'll be hearing from Natalie. You'll be hearing from the Senior Center about how to get tickets for that. It is an awesome event. We have so much fun. There's live music. There's lots of people there with what I call adult trick-or-treating items. If you need pens, Post-it notes, or jar openers, you do not want to miss this event. So that's something very exciting. I'm glad you mentioned that. And I'm glad that you're going to be with us on that event.
Oh, yes. I'm looking forward.
I'll still be working in the senior area, and I'll tell you a little bit about that in a few minutes as soon as we kind of finish up with introduction of Natalie. But so the Senior Day that's happening, again, I am so excited about what's going to happen as you kind of, after 15 years, I feel like this is my child. So I am handing you my 15-year-old child, and you must manage that 15-year-old child. And if you're a parent, you know that 15-year-olds sometimes are not that fun to be with, but I know you always have a great time when you work with seniors, and that's what we need. We need laughter. We need to enjoy, because a lot of the things we deal with in our profession it's serious, not happy. I had a lady come into my office yesterday who her husband of 62 years passed away, and she's lost, and she wasn't sure what to do or where to go. And so sometimes we deal with really tough situations, and it's very nice that she has an awesome sense of humor. Probably not as sick as mine is, but she does have a really good sense of humor. And there are going to be lots of things that are coming about because of the AARP initiative. There'll be things that are coming out because of different funding streams that the city has, just like has happened with me. We continue on a roll, and we tend to move, keep moving and keep growing. And somebody asked me the other day how you were going to fill my shoes, and I told her that I planned on taking my shoes with me. So you have to bring your own shoes. When you get to the city of Kettering, you have to have your own shoes available at all times. Anything else you want to let individuals know about?
I'm just excited, and I can't wait. And
so
I can't wait.
When do you start?
Monday,
which is this may be
27th.
March 27th. Many of you, this may be a little after that, but then you'll know that she's already on the job. She'll be there March 27th. My last day, I am working just 2 days a week right now to help Natalie get her footings. And my last day will be April 14th. And so please stop by the Kettering Connection, say hello. And it's been truly a privilege to work with everybody in the city of Kettering. Everywhere I went, people would say to me, how does the city of Kettering do it? How do you get so senior focused? And I remember saying to people, and I truly believe this, the city of Kettering is senior focused because it comes from the top down. It comes from the mayor, who, by the way, Peggy Lehner, created my position, or our position, or your position. Peggy Lehner created the position. She worked with it to get it going. And as mayor, she continues to support it, as does city council, the city manager's office. Everybody in the city buys into the senior services, whether it be the engineering department with the trash program, or the the senior center with all the programs they do and the transportation programs. And I'm sure that you're going to have Jennifer on a regular basis to give an update on the Latham Center. Like I said, I am moving on to a different part of my life. I will be doing Medicare counseling full time, and working and getting things set, working with Medicaid and helping individuals know. I'll still be working with the frail elderly group in Montgomery County, still be working with the Area Agency on Aging. And so I look forward to continuing to see Natalie, to continue to work in this area. We do have a very exciting thing that we're going to be doing through MVCC, the Miami Valley Cable Council, that produces this show and many other things for the city of Kettering. We're going to be doing a podcast about Medicare, and you'll be able to see that, called the Medicare Minute, and looking forward to having lots of fun and possibly coming back and saying hello to Natalie sometime.
You're not getting away that easy. I'm going to still drag you in, and I'll have her on the show. And
so I'm still around. You can see, but I want you to know that everything that I know, she knows too. And so she'll be able to help you just the way that I was able to help you. And the good thing about what I like, when I took the position over, I didn't do it the same way that the last person did it. I did it my own way, still providing the same services, but I did it kind of in my personal way. And you'll do that. So there will be programs that she can bring that I never maybe even would have thought about. And so it'll be really nice to have that available to the seniors in Kettering. Like I said, I will be around. If you have questions, if you have concerns, if you need to know anything about what's going on with senior services, you can still find us online at the city's webpage. You want to go to the webpage, go under departments, scroll down to senior services. You can download the senior resource guide, which is a 122-page document of all the resources in our area. You can email the senior service coordinator. You can email Natalie. You can call, and that number again is 937-296-3356. We'll continue to do blood pressures and have the Kettering Connection open on Thursdays for the foreseeable future, and then make some big transitions. But I always say new beginnings are exciting. And I look forward to continuing to work with you on a regular basis. Now I'm getting all quiet and misty. But remember, you can always reach us at 937-296-3356. Thanks for joining us today on Senior Moments, and looking forward to seeing you in the future in a whole lot of other ways. Have a great day.